Hey guys, it's with jjaaxxthelegend here, and today I'm here with another Minecraft information video, and today we're going to be looking at the Snapshot 20W45A, or the first 1.17 snapshot. So I am so excited to get into this video because there are so many new things and there's even more to come. Now just a disclaimer that I'm doing this on Java, so this is the Java snapshot, while the Bedrock snapshot actually is slightly different, and there's been other releases on that like goats and other things. Okay, so the first thing we're going to be looking at is the new copper block, as you can see. Now this copper block is one of my favorite blocks because it adds a new dimension to building, because it does something that no other block does. It weathers. The copper block has 4 stages of weathering, as you can see. There's regular copper, we have the lightly weathered, semi-weathered, and then fully weathered. It takes between 50 and 82 days to weather copper like this. So it could take it will take a minimum of 150 days to get to this weathered copper, fully weathered copper block. So let's have a look at how you create this copper block. Like any other block, if I just clear my inventory and grab some ingots out of my inventory, you just make it by filling up the crafting table with your 9 ingots. As you can see, copper, I can do that more, make some more. And then I can of course convert it back into ingots like all the other blocks in Minecraft. Unlike the other ingots and blocks in Minecraft, with copper you can actually cut it to get copper, which is like bricks, as you can see. It's like a brick texture. Cut copper stairs and cut copper slabs. And you get this in all the different variations of it. Now, you might be wondering, Jax, what if I want to keep it in this lightly weathered sort of texture, or this semi-weathered one, or even in the regular one? I don't want it to weather. Well, there is a way to do this, and Minecraft has thought about this. To do this, you wax the copper using honeycomb. So let's grab out some honeycomb from our inventory and some copper. So if we get some regular copper, or even some regular weathered copper, you can see if I place it in a crafting table like this, it'll become waxed copper. And you can do this with your semi-weathered as well, and it becomes waxed semi-weather. That means it will not age. But if you're running low on honeycomb, make sure to check out my fully automatic honeycomb and honey bottle farm. The link for that will be in the description down below. So that's all about copper. Now let's move on to the next exciting thing, which you guys can see already, which are the candles. Candles are a new addition to Minecraft that have been wanted for so long. Modders have done it, texture pack makers have done it. It's been such an important feature in the modding community, but they have finally added it into vanilla Minecraft. As you can see, the candles are pretty easy to make with 1 honeycomb and 1 string. And then you light the candle with flint and steel and change the color using dye. The light source increases by 3 times for each candle, so sort of like a sea pickle. And as you can see, here are all the different variations. You can also put a candle on top of a cake, any sort of color you want, but just 1. So you can only turn 1 year old. Oh no! Now the next thing we'll be moving on to is the lightning rod. The lightning rod is made from 3 copper ingots in a straight line, and it stops lightning from starting a fire on any building because the lightning will be attracted to this copper rod and will not hit your building. But this also can be used as a design feature. As you can see, you can use it as pipes, and you can even use it as railing if you would want, like as a cool steampunk railing, or maybe like a blimp or something like that. The other thing that they've added to the Java version of Minecraft here is the bundles, but they are not yet functioning, so we'll have to wait for a further update to see those. Moving on to another one of my favorite things in this Minecraft update, Tinted Glass. Now you might be wondering, Jax, this Tinted Glass here looks like, hold on, it's raining, we don't want that, weather clear. It just looks like black stained glass, doesn't it? Pretty similar, maybe a bit more purple. What is so special about it? The tinted glass stops any light from coming through, and as you can see, this room is completely dark inside. So let's head in here. Now, if I grab a spruce door or any sort of door and place it in, it does break the tinted glass barrier. I said tinted glass barrier. So to add a door to the tinted glass house, you'd have to use some sort of piston door. So let me know in the comments down below if you'd like to see a tinted glass piston door. That could be fun to make. But this could be useful in mob farms if you want to AFK and watch your mob farm, but not let any light in and decrease efficiency. So this next thing will be a savior to all the map makers and roller coaster lovers out there. Minecarts now work underwater, and so do rails. So as you can see, if I grab a minecart from here and place it onto this rail, I can now go into the water with my minecart. Now keep in mind that it is slower and you might drown while in it, but it fully works underwater and you just have to place them underwater. Look at that. I remember when doing minecarts, they used to break when they hit water, not anymore. Just like that. I'm going to keep that minecart going forever. As well as that, this will be good for map creators. You now have lava cauldron, so you can get that spooky vibe in your witch's lair or something like that. It also gives off a redstone signal of 1. Okay, so this is the next thing that they've added to the snapshot. Now, it's a bit of an odd one because it has already been implemented by Optifine and many other mods out there. It is a telescope. So or a spyglass as it is called. So you can use it as a zoom. You can zoom and see an awesome build. I can see the chimney of this awesome build, which we're going to be looking at later, so stay tuned. So I wonder, with this block, with this item actually, I wonder if Minecraft are trying to implement the things that Optifine already has to try and sway away from those mods. It could be a thought, but they could just be adding it because it's fun to have a telescope. Now, to make this, you need 2 copper ingots and 1 amethyst shard. Now, you might be wondering, Jax, where do I get an amethyst shard? There's amethyst in Minecraft. What is going on? Okay, to get amethyst, you need to mine a top growth stage amethyst cluster. There are 4 growth stages, and they will only grow on amethyst budding, which is different to a block of amethyst. Now, these amethyst clusters can be mined with a silk touch, so you can use them as decorations, and an iron pickaxe or above to drop 4 amethyst shards. But remember, you can only mine the top growth one, so if you don't know how to check whether it's top growth, you can go into your debug menu and it will say the growth right there. Okay, let's have a look at this amethyst block. Now, an amethyst block is dropped if mined with a pickaxe, otherwise it will drop nothing and can be crafted using amethyst shards. However, there are these amethyst budding, which is slightly different to the amethyst block. What it is the block that is needed to grow amethyst clusters. So currently these are not farmable outside of the cave or the geode. In these geodes can also be found the next 2 blocks, calcite and tuff. They are awesome decorative blocks, and as you can see, that I've used them in this showcase room. Both of these blocks, like I said, can be found in geode structures and dropped if mined with any pickaxe. So let's go have a look at these geodes, because you might be wondering, what do they look like? Are they square? Are they round? Are they a triangle? Does it look like a funky village? Well, actually, if any of you have seen a geode in real life, it looks very similar to that. As you can see, it's so pretty, and it also makes a very pretty sound. So if I just turn my volume up. When you walk on, hold on here, hold on, where are my blocks? Very pretty dinging sound when you walk on it. Oh my goodness, this water's incredibly loud. But as you can see, you can also find tuff here, as well as calcite. Listen to that. You could almost use that as a door chime. Okay, let's head back up. Before we move on to the next one, got a fun fact. Each of the different growth stages of the amethyst cluster has a different note. Okay, enough on the amethyst, let's go back to copper. The copper ore can be found between 0 and 63 in veins, and can be mined with a stone pickaxe or higher, and like all of these ores can smelt to make copper ingots. And then with the copper ingots, like we said before, you can make your copper blocks, etc, etc. Now you might be wondering, Jax, all of these blocks are amazing, few of them have practical uses, few of them are fully decorative. What am I going to decorate with these and how can I use them? Well, I've got the amazing builder, I'm a Wild One, to prepare a build for me using all of these different blocks. So, let's go and have a look. Okay, so let's head down this path into our beautiful house where you can see we've used a copper roof, as well as some of the weathered copper down here. Oh, look, the path isn't finished. By the way, in the new update, you can now make path blocks out of any of these blocks. Coarse dirt, podzol, myceline, and dirt. Where in the older updates, you used to have to make them out of grass. Well, let's head inside of this beautiful and magnificent house. Oh, and there's a new glass there. So inside, Wild has used lots of the different types of copper blocks to make some different contrast between the green and the brown, as well as a new lightning rods for some supporting beams. She's also decorated everything with candles because there's such a great way to light up this little cottage like this, as well as using the tuff blocks, had to remember the name there, to make some awesome kitchen counters that sort of look like a marbly type stone. Could be good for paths. Wild has also used some of the amethyst shards for table decorations as they look very pretty. So I hope that inspired you guys to keep on building and get on building with these new blocks in the new snapshot. That's going to be the end of this video, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed. Please leave a like, comment, and remember to subscribe if you're new. And remember, stay carbonated.